Good afternoon. I'm Gia Picarella, joined with Troy Blanchard, LSU's new provost. Troy, you're from Baton Rouge. You went to LSU. Why have you stayed in Baton Rouge so long?
Well, Baton Rouge is home. This is where my heart is, and LSU is just such a special place for me. I think we do some amazing things for our students, and there's just no place like it in the whole world.
In your own words, what is being provost to you?
Well, being provost is essentially being the chief success officer for everything in the academic enterprise of the university. So that ranges from the research that we do, to the educational experience that our students get, to the leadership experience that we provide for everybody on campus. A university like LSU, we are focused on excellence, and so we have to be excellent in all three of those. And that task really originates in the Office of Academic Affairs, where the provost is located.
So being a student at LSU, and then you've had roles previously, and now you're the provost, what's the vision that you see for LSU, and how have you seen them grown throughout your time here?
Well, I think what's most exciting to me is, as a student here, this was just the most amazing place in the world to me. It was just filled with all of these opportunities. And, over time, especially, while I was here doing degrees and then getting a chance to come back as a faculty member, you've really seen the campus embrace that level of excellence. Just that pursuit to becoming a top-tier research university, that's a message that today we hear on a daily basis. I don't feel like I heard that necessarily at the beginning of my career, so it's just so exciting that we're moving in that direction. And what makes it so great is that that's something that provides enormous benefits for our students, but also for the state of Louisiana. So just being able to advance our state in that way is just really amazing.
And kind of building off of that, I looked up the academic mission for LSU, and it's to deploy knowledge using the LSU staff and to build a healthy, prosperous, and secure future for Louisiana. You're a perfect example of that. How do you plan on using your role to continue that?
Well, I think something that I can do really in the short term that's really important is to ensure that we have a very linear and smooth track for our students as they move through LSU. Moving through a college experience is not a series of disjointed experience. It's a smooth, linear trend. We need our students to be able to see the finish line from where they stand. They need to see that straight path, just pursue everything that they've been dreaming of, and for us to help them make that next step into a career. I think that's something that's very important. At the same time, we have faculty who are also pursuing dreams and pursuing excellence. And students come here because they want to work with those high-achieving faculty that are innovating, they're creating, they have amazing discoveries in the lab, or they're writing the next great novel. That's why students come to LSU, and so we want to help our faculty realize that vision.
And a leadership role is nothing new to you, so kind of just explain what your leadership style is.
Well, my leadership style is very much based on collaboration and listening. I think it's really important to get to know all the amazing folks that we have on campus. One of the best parts about becoming provost is that I've had a chance to get to meet people on campus that maybe I've known before, but I haven't had a chance to see the work that they do, to see them in action. We have such an amazing, talented group of people on this campus. And so really, for my leadership style, a lot of that is listening and getting a chance to know those folks, because we have so much talent, so many smart people on campus, that you really limit yourself without doing that. So I think, doing that collaboratively also really helps to build trust, and that's really important, because we're all moving towards a common mission here, which is, academic excellence, really the pursuit of becoming a top-tier research university.
And what are your top priorities going into your first year?
Well, I think top priorities right now are one, we want to maintain the research momentum that we've really developed over the past several years. Our faculty are really doing some pretty amazing things in that area. We have some core areas at LSU that we're always going to be very good at, areas such as the coast, studying energy, studying agriculture, things that we have historically been very good at. We've just developed tremendous momentum. We want to make sure that we continue that. At the same time, that excellence and that success draw students to LSU. And so we want to continue to recruit just the absolute best and brightest students, across the country, but, also with a special focus on this state, to come to LSU, to come work with those faculty and really help develop our state.
As far as academics, how do you plan on enhancing that? Do you have anything in particular in mind?
Well, I think there's a couple of areas that we can do that. Some of it is just in the efficiency of academics, in the sense that we need to ensure that our students have access to all the classes they need to make good, efficient progress in their academic careers. If you look across the catalog, almost every degree program at LSU has a 4-year track in it. We want to make sure our students are moving through and making good progress towards degree and towards completion, so they can go on and do great things to reflect our institution.
And then you kind of talked about attracting those future LSU students with having such a good research program. How do you plan on attracting even more and then retaining them when they do get here?
Yeah, so I mean, I think the recruiting part of what we do in many ways is extraordinarily simple. Because if students, when they come, and they come from out of state, they come from all over to come see LSU, you know, especially in the fall on a Saturday, you know, they want to come see what we're doing. When they have a chance to meet our faculty, and when they have a chance to meet decision makers on campus, shake hands with them, visit with them, get to know them, I mean, they really want to become part of the LSU family, because they see that's something that we offer that really differentiates us, I think, from other institutions. But then in terms of retention, I think also that sort of family type approach that we have on campus is what's really critical. We have so much that we do in student affairs with clubs and organizations that keep students engaged, but then also with our advising centers, with our counselors. There's a lot that they do just to help keep our students on track and ensure that they're making great progress and they're seeing graduation.
Okay, we've kind of talked a little bit about, you know, your academic career and how it's linear and all of that, but what do you think LSU does for the broader community?
Well, I think what we do for the broader community is we provide thought leadership. We have experts in almost every area that you can imagine here on campus. No matter what sort of challenge or question that you have, there's probably somebody on this campus that can answer it. And that's something that's really unique to us that we can do. And so I think providing that sort of leadership to the broader community, but that could be locally here in Baton Rouge, that could be across the state or across the world. We have the potential to solve many problems out there and really help people in so many different ways.
And I think, you know, a big topic with academics recently has been, you know, using AI and how to use it in a productive manner and not make students lazy. Do you have any opinions on that?
Well, I think artificial intelligence is something that, I mean, it's not going away. I mean, it's already a permanent feature of society. I think where we have a real opportunity is that we have the opportunity to educate students to be great communicators, to understand people, and to do all the things that AI simply can't. And so in many ways, we just need to help our students understand how AI is a tool within a broader skill set that's really human focused, because the connection that we have with other people is really is central. And as we move forward and AI continues to develop, it's the one thing that's going to go up in value the most.
And then, you know, kind of taking a 180 here, there has been a lot of news of new construction on campus. Is there any updates you want to give us on all of that? I know that we've got the library. I think I saw something about dorms, and then I think a sports complex as well.
Yeah, there's a variety of projects that are either in development at various stages in time, you know, here on campus. I think one of the ones that is going to be really incredibly impactful for us is just, you know, continuing to build our housing for students. One of the areas that we really lead the SEC in is having newly renovated or brand new residence halls. And so it's something we take a lot of pride in, and the fact that we're going to be able to add to that portfolio of housing, I think is just going to be an exciting opportunity for our students. But also, you know, the concept of a new learning commons and what that might bring, and the different ways that students would interface with that. It's an exciting time to be here on campus.
And then my last question for you, just if you have a message to the LSU students out there, what would you say?
I mean, I think the main message that I would give a student, and this is the message I would give if we were at a recruiting event and you were a high school senior, or if you were a college senior 2 months away from graduation. You need to be focused on what you love. So you study what you love. That is something that's ultimately going to drive you long term. And what's amazing right now is that you can find a degree program at LSU that's something that you will love studying and that you'll be very successful in. And you can take it and do so many things with it. That's what's really amazing about the world we're in right now, is that you can study what you love, and then you can literally take that and transform it to nearly any career out there.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.